So you've just bought the new iPad Pro and you've spent your entire student savings on it, which leaves no money to buy the accessories. The Apple Pencil 2 costs $130 and the Magic Keyboard costs $300. So in today's video, I want to go over the best cheap options. These alternatives will still provide the majority of the features you need to get the most out of your iPad, but for a fraction of the cost. And stick around until the end because we actually reached out to our favorite brands to get you special coupon codes to make the budget options even cheaper. This is the complete student budget starter pack, all for under $100, links in the description. Hey guys, it's Maddie. If it's your first time here, I'm a third-year medical student in the US, and my brother and I make videos about productivity, tech, and medicine, so definitely subscribe for weekly videos. I'm gonna get right to it. As a medical student, I think that there are three really important accessories you have to have: a screen protector, a stylus, and a keyboard case. Because with this combination, not only am I able to use my favorite apps like GoodNotes 5, Notability, and RemNote, it just makes using an iPad Pro a much more enjoyable and complete experience. So I'll start off by talking about the screen protectors, then I'll hit the styluses, and I'll finish off with the keyboard cases. For screen protectors, I have the Bursem and the iCares. These were pretty tough to compare. For one, it's a pretty subjective measurement that varies person to person based on your writing style. And second, unless you have two separate iPads, it's pretty tough to compare them side by side. But I think I've discovered a solution. I like to consider myself as a creative guy, so let's get a little unorthodox. Instead of using two separate iPads, I'm just gonna split mine in half. Well, not literally. I'm just gonna cut the screen protectors in half and use the top half of my iPad for Bursem and the bottom half for iCares. That way, I can A/B test how the writing experience is for both of these options. So what things am I looking for as a student in a screen protector? Glare and smear protection, touch, grip, writing experience, and as everybody wants to know, how close does it feel to actual paper? Luckily, these two options fit all the criteria. It's pretty impossible to get 100% glare protection, but they definitely dampen the brightness. Your screen is gonna look a touch more gray, which is just the nature of putting a film over any screen. But that hasn't bothered me, and the display of the iPad is as vibrant as ever. And yep, I feel less scared of dropping this because of the added grippy texture. Now, let's see how they compare in writing experience. In my opinion, I think the Bursem feels a little more rough, grainy, and fuzzy. I like how it has friction. It actually feels and sounds like paper when I write. And it doesn't slide around much. Nice and clean. The iCares is a bit smoother, but it has more friction. It's like churning brownie mix. If I was shading or coloring in a picture for a long time, I could see how my hand might get tired. But that's true for both of these. The iCares has good traction, it feels pleasant to write on, and it prevents my pencil from sliding around. So, final verdict, do they feel like paper? The answer is yes. All right, let's talk stylus. So I have the Moco stylus here in white and the Fojojo stylus here in black. And I'll put the associated prices at this moment on the screen. What are they both good at? Pencil flip? Check. Zen finger balance? Check. Roll proof? Definitely. Dual wield as chopsticks? You bet. Both options boast a 20-hour battery life on full charge, and it took me about an hour and a half to fully charge them up. Both support palm rejection while you write, and conveniently, neither of them require Bluetooth. Simply turn them on and start stabbing. In terms of writing experience, I thought it best to test them out using a hollow alphabetic sentence. That is, one that uses every letter in the English alphabet. And I'll do this for both uppercase and lowercase letters. You gotta feel all the strokes. Honestly, they feel great. No lag, no skips. They can't fix my terrible handwriting though, but I doubt any amount of money can actually do that. Now, what makes them unique options? Because they actually have a few considerable differences that might make one more appropriate for you. the Moco is slightly shorter and lighter weight. It also feels a little more glossy, more like the first gen Apple Pencil. It charges from the rear using a micro USB, so yes, you'll have to carry a different charging cable with you. The on-off button has easy thumb access near the tip, and it comes with this black sheath for safe traveling. And just like the Apple Pencil 2, it can magnetically attach to your iPad, which is pretty unique for a stylus in this budget range. However, it won't be charging while it's connected here. The Fojojo is a little longer and heavier. It feels more matte and grippy, more like the Apple Pencil 2. It's not magnetic, unfortunately, so you'll have to use your ear. The writing experience is also slightly different. The stylus itself, as I mentioned, feels more weighted, and it has a finer tip at 1.2 millimeter compared to the 1.5 of the Moco, so you can get more detailed with your scribbles. It doesn't have a sheath, but it does have this soft tip cover. On and off is at the butt with a tap of your finger, and it charges with USB-C, which is great because that's the same cable for your iPad. Very convenient. But all in all, both great and functional options. Finally, let's look at some wallet-friendly cases. This first one is by ProCase. It's made of black leather that's connected to a plastic holder for your iPad. It resembles the slim folio case by Apple in design. The iPad fits snugly inside, and there are openings to help you remove it. It's a case that was designed to keep your gear together. It has a cutout for a magnetic attachment on the top, and also has a stylus holder built into the case, easy for traveling. It also comes with a detachable Bluetooth keyboard that magnetically attaches to the case. So it can also be removed and paired with any other device. It's like any other Bluetooth keyboard. The keyboard itself is pretty solid and lightweight. It connects quickly and types without lag or skips, and charges with a micro USB. In terms of build quality, it's nothing amazing to write home about, but for the low price, it's surprisingly good and very functional. The keys have a little bounce in them and are spaced out wide enough for comfort. And I really like how there's an escape button, a delete button, and audio controls. The case itself has grooves for several different viewing angles, but using the keyboard as a stopper, you can really choose whichever angle suits your neck best. I also like how you can grab the iPad and fully collapse it for writing and drawing. And once you're ready to move, just move the keyboard back and fold the case on itself for easy transport. It folds up like a moleskin, and it's just a little thicker than this short novel. All right, this next case is by Levitt. This case is more reminiscent of your standard laptop with a flexible hinge and a trackpad. At first I thought the build quality was poor. It's made of plastic and feels prone to damage, but so far it's proven to be durable and comfortable. The iPad itself fits in easily to the case, and it has a cutout on top to attach a magnetic stylus, or you can also slide the stylus into the leather sleeve on the left-hand side. I like how it has rubber stoppers on the bottom to prevent slippage on surfaces. It also has nice backlit keys, so you can keep working in the dark. And it charges using USB-C. In terms of viewing angles, you get the works. It's not a ball and socket joint, but you do get 360 rotation and collapsible folding for laptop mode, drawing mode, tent mode, screen share mode, and through the looking glass mode. When closed, it's also about the thickness of a book, and it's a little heavier than the ProCase, but not quite as heavy as my 15-inch laptop. Having the iPad in the case makes it top heavy, so just be careful when setting down the iPad in an open position because it might collapse on contact. All in all, I am fairly impressed with this keyboard case. It packs in a lot of functions, including the keyboard, protection, the trackpad, and multiple viewing angles for an affordable price of $70. So those are some great options for students looking to maximize their iPad capabilities without burning a hole in their wallet. If you take the price of the Apple Pencil 2, the Apple Magic Keyboard, and the paperlike screen protector, which are all considered top of their respective classes, it ends up being about $470. Well, if you take the Moco stylus and the ProCase and iCares, or really any combination of the items I talked about in this video, your grand total is gonna be anywhere around $60 to $100. So you can do the math to see how much you're saving. I think these are great choices for anyone looking for an interim or even a long-term solution to a more expensive alternative. And you can always upgrade when you can afford it. But don't forget, you could potentially be saving even more because, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we actually tried reaching out to Procase and Moco to see if we can get generous coupon codes to make the budget options even cheaper. So definitely check the video description. I'll be updating it once I hear back from them. I can't guarantee you that the codes will be active at all times, but hopefully as you're watching this video, they'll be there for you to use. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you in the next video.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Give it a thumbs up because it really helps us out. And if you want to see more, click on the red subscribe button down here or the circle up here.
Check out our website or check out our Instagram, links in the description below. And check out these videos over here. We think you might enjoy them.
And we'll see you next time.